Hi there, it's Lucy Johnson here from FullyBookedFormula.com, where we work with fitness, health and wellness professionals that want to get more clients, make more money and dramatically improve the quality of their life in the next 3 to 6 months. And today's video strategy is about pricing. This is probably one of the most sensitive subjects that my clients often ask me. What should I charge? How do I know what to charge? I don't want to charge too much. I don't want to charge too little. How come that guy down the road charges more than me? Blah, 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 blah. So there's a few things you need to understand about price if you want to be a successful self-employed or business owner in the fitness and health industry. First thing you need to understand about price is it's completely elastic. Now what that means is I could be charging £1 for the same service that you deliver and charge £100 for. So it means there's this wide range, and you know this already because you probably already know there's people that do not dissimilar to what you do that charge less, and there's people that do not dissimilar to what you do that charge more. Again, you look at something like hairdressers as an example. You've got a mobile hairdresser or someone that works out of their kitchen and then they're charging £30 a haircut. You've got that same hairdresser now opens up a salon on the posh high street, and as you walk in you get a glass of champagne and you get free blow dries, blah blah blah, and all of a sudden they're charging £110 and it's the same person doing the same haircut. Price has what we call elasticity, and what I want to really point out here is what you charge and what you feel comfortable charging and what people will be happy to pay you for your service has less to do with your processes and your qualifications and much more to do with your relationship with money. What people are willing to pay you and what you are willing to charge is going to be a reflection of your relationship with money. So if you're someone that has a bad relationship with money, you don't know how to manage it, you don't track expenses very well, for whatever reason, it is unlikely you are going to be happy charging high prices. But if you're someone that has a great relationship with money, you like spending money on yourself, you have a high sense of self-worth, you are going to feel happy charging high prices, and your customers in turn will feel happy to pay that higher price. So that's the first thing to take into account. The second thing to take into account is a lot of people think about, okay, what are my competitors charging? I need to know what they're charging so I can either charge the same, a tinsy bit more, or a lot less, so that I can be the cheapest offering, because then I know I will get clients. And look, all I'm going to say is this: being the cheapest offering is not an easy position to hold on to. Because I'm not saying it's a bad marketing tactic, it's not. Lots of people are price sensitive and they want the cheapest option. However, all someone has to do is open up a similar service or product to what you have down the road and charge 50p less, and all of a sudden you're not the cheapest option anymore. You can't hold on to being the cheapest option. Instead, what you want to think about when it comes to what you charge is you need to first of all just be oblivious to what people in your industry charge. It has no bearing whatsoever on what you are going to charge, firstly. And secondly, you need to think more about, it's a value exchange. You are providing someone with a change in their life, a change in their confidence, a change in their health, a change in their well-being. What value are you going to put on that change in their life, as opposed to what are you going to be willing to charge someone for an hour of your time, or a book, or a product, or whatever it is that you're selling? You don't want to price what you're selling, you want to price what is the change you are going to bring about for that person in their life or their family's life. And the final thing I'm going to say on price is, I had a mentor a few years ago and I asked them the same question. I said, hey, how do you decide what to charge for stuff? And they said, okay, think of a number, times it by 7, add a 0 on the end and divide it by 4. And they were being flippant, of course, because the point they were making were there is no formula. There is no set, this is what you must charge in this industry, this is what you must charge in that industry. It doesn't work that way. But the one rule I know does work is, if you are trying to charge an amount that you feel you are not worthy of, or an amount that you feel you don't deserve, you're not going to get paid that amount of money. You're just not. So you need to really work on what amount of money would I be happy to be paid for this service? What do I think I deserve? Start at whatever level feels good for you. And then as you get people paying you that amount of money, then slowly start to pull your prices up bit by bit by bit. Because you don't want to go from being like a £50 thing to being a £500 thing overnight, because you probably won't resonate with it and you'll disconnect, you'll close badly, and no one will pay you that money. So you really need to look at, what am I comfortable with? What could I say, yes, I am definitely worth that money. This product is definitely worth that money. Start there, get a few of those under your belt, and then gradually eke your prices up 5 or 10% at a time until you get to a point where you're like, yeah, I feel this is amazing money. I'm really happy with what I'm being paid. Because remember, price is elastic. And again, people sometimes say to me, oh, it's really hard to start your price low and then get higher. Where on earth did you hear that from? It's nonsense. It's not hard at all. It's what I've done throughout my entire career and business. Sometimes people say, well, I should start my price high and then at least I can bring it down. Like, it makes no difference. So just get all of that out of your head. Follow the rules that I've given you on price. Price is elastic, 1. Price is a reflection of your relationship with money, 2. And charge what you believe you are worth, but what you can comfortably say, and then bit by bit edge those prices up. It's exactly what I do in my own business. It's exactly what my paying clients do in theirs. It works for me, it works for them, and it can work for you too.